our series on Inside the Narcissist's Mind, I want to talk about why rejection triggers rage. So let's start with this question, and I have a feeling that you've asked yourself this many times. What's really happening inside the narcissist's mind when you say no, or you set a boundary, or you walk away? What feels like a healthy decision to you, reclaiming your power and choosing yourself, can trigger something much darker in the narcissist. Because to them, rejection isn't just uncomfortable, it's intolerable. It threatens the false identity that they've built their entire world around. Understand their reaction, we have to look inside their mind, if the best we can. The narcissist lives with a fragile sense of self. It's built on an image that they project to the world. They need that admiration and control and compliance to hold that image together. Rejection, even when it's gentle, respectful, or really unintentional, it shatters the illusion that they are adored, needed, and superior. It exposes something that they have worked very hard to hide, their deep-seated feelings of shame, even worthlessness, and inferiority. That's what rejection touches, not your actual words or tone, the meaning the narcissist attaches to it, and it's the exposure they fear. Now that begs the question, how they react when you reject them. Well, my guess is you already know this, have experienced it, but let's still talk about it. When the narcissist is rejected, think what we can expect them to do is maybe explode with rage or launch a smear campaign. They might go silent and ghost you. They might love bomb somebody else loudly and publicly, or they might undermine your reputation. These reactions seem cruel, well, because they are, but inside the narcissist's mind, they're justified. They're fighting to erase the shame that the rejection awakened in them. That internal panic gets projected outward as blame, punishment, and manipulation. Now, here's what may be the most challenging part and causes so many survivors to struggle. You may see the pain behind the rage. If you know the narcissist came from a place of trauma or neglect, you might even start feeling sorry for them. You might pity them, and that's human. I mean, after all, you're empathetic and you care about how others feel. So that's going to be normal, but it's also dangerous because while their wounds are real, their stunning lack of empathy, their disregard for your emotions, and their willingness to emotionally devastate you and similar things, those are real too. So it's okay to understand someone's pain, but you don't have to stay and absorb it and make it your own. So what does this mean for you? Well, here's the thing. Rejection isn't cruel. It isn't selfish. It's necessary. Inside the narcissist's mind, your boundary is an insult. Your success without them is a betrayal. Your silence is humiliation to them. But none of that is your fault, and it's not your responsibility. You didn't reject them. You rejected the role they needed you to play, and that's a big difference. You refused to be their supply. You saw the truth, and you stepped away. That isn't a bad thing. It's the beginning of your healing process. When you understand what's happening inside the narcissist's mind, everything starts to make a little bit more sense to you, doesn't it? It's not about you. It's about the collapse of their false self. Rejection doesn't destroy people who are emotionally whole, but it unravels those who survive on an illusion. So if you walked away, said no, or reclaimed your voice, you didn't cause their rage. What you did is reveal their fear. And that, more than anything, is what the narcissist can't forgive. I hope this series, Inside the Narcissist's Mind, where we've explored boundaries, rejection, and rage, has been helpful to you, or perhaps someone who you care about. If you have any experiences, insights, or thoughts, please feel free to share them in the comments. The responses I've received so far on my other discussions have been incredibly moving and valuable, but not just to me, but to others who are trying to make sense of their own situations. Your voice may be the one that brings clarity or comfort to someone who's just beginning to realize that they've been living in the shadow of narcissistic abuse. I bet you hadn't thought of it that way. Your insight matters more than you know. And for those of you who are new here, I'm Kyle Hackley, attorney and author of Undercurrent, the story about Annie, a woman who found the courage to break free from a narcissistic marriage. This podcast, Are You Annie, was born from that story because Annie isn't just one woman. She represents anyone, male or female, who has ever felt trapped, missed, or diminished in a relationship marked by control and manipulation. I want to thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I see you. I appreciate you. And as always, I want you to remember you are stronger than you know. I want you to be tenacious and never give up on what matters to you most. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.